Hey everybody, I'm Jer. Welcome. Okay, so I want to do a video on electric vehicle, EV automakers that maybe aren't so well known, but also one that is really well known that is way, in my opinion, overvalued. But we're going to break this down, look at the financials, what the stocks are trading at, and how I feel about each of them. And hopefully it helps someone else out there to figure out, where should I put my money in EV automakers? Should I put my money in EV automakers? Let's do this. Let's look. Let me start off by doing this. Let's see here. Okay. Here we go. Just 1 second here. Okay. All right. So start off with Rivian. So each of these are found on google.com/finance. Rivian, everybody's heard of Rivian because they just recently had their IPO and was valued in billions upon billions of dollars. And they have made very few vehicles so far. But everybody thinks that, well, not everybody, a lot of people think that they are going to be the best competitor against Tesla. And they may be. Let's look here. So they are currently trading at $113.27. They have a market cap right here of $101 billion. Today's volume is 42.28 million. So 42.28 million shares have traded hands back and forth today. Yesterday they closed at 116.78. They are down 2.65%. Yesterday they were up some because I believe it was Bank of America gave them a price target of 100. I believe it was $175. Should be in this news here. Maybe not. Rivian is one that could disrupt Tesla. Rivian production delivery of EVs expected this quarter, analyst says. Ford could sell down Rivian stake to fuel its business, RBC. I believe that. I do believe that Ford will probably sell its stake down because they are competitors. They're not even working together. They were going to do a vehicle together, but just basically right after the IPO, Ford was like, nope, we're not doing a vehicle with them. Okay, cool. Tesla stock dips, Lucid Motors tumbles amid SEC probes, Rivian jumps on buy ratings. Let's look at that. Maybe. Okay, let's see. This kind of breaks down a lot of different. Morgan Stanley initiated Rivian with an overweight rating and a $147 price target. Outperform rating and 130 price target by Wedbush. It's almost like these people are giving price targets because they missed Tesla. Whenever Tesla was going up, they kept on doubting Tesla and saying that Tesla was overrated, and now I feel like they're giving these price targets to Rivian because they want to get ahead of it. Do I think that Rivian could get there? Yes. Do I think that they are worth right now $101 billion? I don't think so. Even like with Tesla, I think Tesla's overpriced. I don't have it pulled up right here, but I think Tesla's overpriced. And even Elon Musk will be like, he has said that Tesla is overpriced. Because whenever you are, like with this, you're saying that the company is worth $101 billion. So if Rivian next year made $1 billion, it's very unlikely they're going to make $1 billion next year. They would be traded, right now they don't have any revenue, so they're trading at extremes. But let's say their revenue next year is $1 billion. I don't think it'll be $1 billion in their first year. But that's saying that right now, where its market cap is, it would be trading at 100 times revenue. What? That would mean that you expect Rivian is worth 100 years worth of their revenue. Their revenue, not their profit, their revenue. That's insane. And I don't know, I get that these different analysts are giving this a price target of whatever extremes. Like, I get it, like because of the missing out on Tesla thing, but I feel like Rivian started out way above in price than what they should have. I don't know. I just think they're overpriced at $101 billion, but that's just me. Apparently, some people disagree. Okay, next up, Canoe, GOEV on the stock market. They are doing these like cute little like vans. I don't know. That's what I've seen from them. They actually, like here's one of them. Let's pull this up, Motley Fool. Yeah, there it is. That thing is cute. It's really super cute. It's like off-road style van. I like it. I really do. I like it. Is it, let's see. Production target of 1,000 units in 2022 and 15,000 units by 2023. Primary to be sold in Europe. Aw. Canoe, however, just said it doesn't expect to sign a definitive contract manufacturing agreement with VDL, and their term binding agreement will expire on December 15th. Okay, cool. Now then, should you, before you consider, Motley Fool always does this. Okay, so let's look at skateboard platform, which packs all the powertrain systems into a flat chassis, that underlays the cabin, delivering maximum interior space on a smaller exterior build. Canoe is currently taking pre-orders for 4 variants of the lifestyle vehicle, from a 2-seater cargo delivery van to 5 and 7-seater passenger vans. So Canoe basically is doing vans. Okay, the market's cheered plan to speed up its path to production at the time when competition is intensifying in the EV space. Canoe also announced plans to expand its Oklahoma site, even as it sets up headquarters and research and development center and production facility for package delivery vans in Arkansas. So something kind of interesting about Canoe, and I don't know that it has any kind of link to Walmart. They are going to be have a presence in Bentonville, Arkansas. Bentonville, Arkansas, as most people know, is where Walmart is headquartered, and Walmart has stayed headquartered for years upon years. So I don't know if that's any kind of connection, like they're two different things. It could be, I don't know, but there might be a connection there, and if so, that would be really great for Canoe shareholders. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's look. They are trading at $2.39 billion. $2.39 billion. Again, they don't really have a revenue source yet. And if they get low on funding, then Rivian, I don't think they better not get low on funding, because that IPO gave them a lot of money. Canoe, if they get low on funding, may end up having to do an offering. I don't know where they're at on funding. I'm not seeing anything here, but they're trading at $9.90, 2% up from yesterday's close of $9.70. Today's range has been $9.84 to $10.23. It looks like the year range is $5.75 to $24.90. I wish that kind of gave me a market cap range. Market cap on them. So whenever you are putting things against Rivian, so Canoe is only going to have to start off with these cargo vans and these kind of recreational vans. So is there a big market for that? I don't know. I don't even know what their price is per each of them. But I would say that you chance the market cap I would say it's going to go up. I don't know how much it's going to go up and how quickly, but I would say that their market cap would be better suited probably at like 4 or 5 billion if they could get up there. And once they get these like vehicles out and get production going, I mean they have production going, but get these vehicles out, there's going to be more excitement around them, and I do expect that their market cap will go up. If they end up having to do an offering, I don't know what their stance is on that. If they end up having to do an offering, the price per share will go. An offering means that they're going to give more shares, so the price per share, because of the dilution, will go down, while their market cap could go up. So I say market cap around 4 or 5 billion probably long term. Which if they didn't do any more shares, like any more another offering, then that would put this at like what, $20 price target for per share. Probably like 16 to 18 price target per share, long run. Probably, I would say 3 years, 2 years. But if there's more excitement in the EV space, as more EVs come out, then there's a chance that this Canoo could get bought out even, which raises that even higher. Or people get excited about the EV space and say, oh, Canoo, let's get into Canoo. This is happening now. Let's, get in, and it could go up. And I would say, like I said, I would say probably like 4 or 5 billion. It all depends, though. Anything can happen. Let's look here. Next up, Mulen. So I like Mulen. I like Mulen because I love their SUV. Their pricing seems a little high, I think, but not high for EVs, high for just normal vehicles. So Mulen, I definitely, and I did a video on this. What was my... I had all this like mapped out. Let me look at what the price target was that whenever I did. Someone else could probably even tell me before I could. Let me look here. It's been a bit. Okay, so Mulen Automotive. I did one on November 24th. I did a DD report. You can find that at stockvoyager.com/Mulen report. Let's see. Mulen 5 is slated for production in quarter 4 of 2023. So it's not there yet, but their EV cargo vans are planned for delivery quarter 2 of 2022. So they're going to already have cargo vans, which is going to kind of hopefully give them some funding. Will they have to do another offering? I would say probably, but I don't, like with prices like this, I don't know that it's going to make a huge difference. The 5 battery charge to 80% in 21 minutes and has a range of 325 miles. They increased their reservation capacity from 5,000 to 25,000 units. I'm not for sure what's happened with that since. Maybe they have increased even further. I don't know if all those 25,000 have been reserved. The market cap math. So this was trading at this point at 872 times 51 million, which would have been 40, because there's 51 million total shares available right now. They are gradually releasing these shares, but market caps on like here, as you see, 144 million isn't exactly correct because there's 51 million shares total. So the math would end up being like 300 million or something like that. But so doing the math on this at 638 times 51 million shares, 325 million is what the actual market cap will be with those 51 million shares. I say, like, what was my, let me open that back up. I put it at a target market cap of 900 million, which puts them well below like Canoe, which is, they don't have their vans ready to go yet. Puts them well below Canoe, at about half of what Canoe is worth. Well, less than half. What was Canoe worth? Let's look at Canoe again. 2.39. So 900 million would put them at half of that. Half of that. So if Canoe was 1.8 million, I mean, what is this? Like, it's getting closer to 3 times. So Canoe is trading at 3 times what Mulen Automotive is. Mulen is closer to delivery of their cargo vans. Now, they're not going to have like the crazy recreational vans that Canoe will have. And again, this is a limited market because it's just going to businesses, but it's saving businesses money by doing electric vehicles, so they're not having to pay for the gas and everything. To me, with the 5 coming out, and I'd still agree with this, 900 million for a market cap, maybe closer to 1.1 billion for market cap. Now then, share price is going to be a little bit different because all of those 51 million shares aren't out yet. So we're going to see, and plus, Mulen probably won't have any news for a little bit, so you're going to see people getting bored that have been holding on to shares, and so this may drip a little bit more. It's dripped from whenever I did this, November 24th from 872. I would say get in. I'm not recommending anything. I'm not giving financial advice, but looking at this, I would get in sometime soon. Probably like, I don't know, somewhere in the $6 range, maybe the $5 to $6 range, but that's really cutting it close to where we're finding the base for that, finding the support for that. So I would definitely say 5 to 6, and if you don't want to risk it, get in now and hold, because I do feel like they're going to go up much higher than this. 3 times probably what this is, but that stock price is going to be a little bit different, so it's not going to be 3 times 637. Like I said, I think it'll be closer to $17 a share, is what I would expect them to go to, but maybe I'm way off. I don't know. Okay, let's look up. Next is Fisker. Fisker is up 4.17% with a market cap of 5.36 billion. Let's see what they got going on. Fisker unveils world's most sustainable vehicle as electric vehicle competition heats up. Let's look at it. This is going to be a video. It seems among the investor community, everyone talks about are the EV stocks, and only the big ones at that: Tesla, Rivian, Lucid. I didn't even put Lucid on here. Probably should have. One EV company that's been flying under the radar that is until it's big news at this year's Los Angeles Auto Show is Fisker. It's founded and run by automotive designer Henrik Fisker. Unveiled the production version of its Ocean EV SUV. And top trim form and Ocean is targeting over 350 miles of range from an all-wheel drive dual motor setup, pumping out 540 horsepower. While those are noteworthy figures, there are other EVs that can match these figures in that price range around $65,000, which Mulen is working on one with their 5. We'll use a similar smaller range battery that will start at $37,000. That's not a bad price. I don't think that's a bad price for an EV. At that price level, no one so far, even Tesla, can match that price in the premium EV landscape. Yeah. Okay, so Let's look. Now then, Fisker kind of had something in the news. It's been a while. It's been maybe a month or two, maybe longer. I remember seeing something on CNBC. Fisker had basically bought out. Well, they didn't buy out. They are doing production in Lordstown's old factory or whatever, production factory. Lordstown is such a mess. But, yeah, so they have actually... Foxconn, I think, bought out Lordstown old factory or old production facility. And then Foxconn has a deal with Fisker to help produce Fisker's vehicles. This is a pretty car. I like it. Excuse me. Okay. Cool. Let's look at their... Fisker. Should you sell Fisker stock Tuesday morning? Fisker Incorporated has fallen. Pre-market, blah, blah, blah. Fisker's second new model has feature no one asked for. Upside for EVs, Tesla, Fisker, and Neo. Okay, cool. Revenue, 15,000. Net income, lost 109 million in the quarter. Net profit margin minus 732,000%. Operating income 109.57 negative. Cash on hand $1 billion. That's pretty good. So no, there's no real revenue yet. I don't know. It doesn't show me when they're actually going to release this. But okay, so it is trading at 5.36 billion. They are going to have SUVs, which I feel will be great. They have someone reputable running the company, which is also another good thing. 5 billion. It's going to be an SUV, an pretty affordable SUV in my opinion, for a car that size, which is great because it's an SUV. A lot of people use SUVs. Most people in this country use SUVs. I think, a large percentage of people in this country use SUVs. So SUVs and trucks. So right now, 5.36 billion. I think that it could probably go to like 7 billion near term. I don't know, because they have $1 billion on hand. They shouldn't need to do another offering or anything like that, but who knows? Anything can happen. Yeah, I say that they could go up from here. I don't know. It's kind of a risk because, again, you don't want, but sometimes people in the stock market will get into stocks and they'll be trading 100 times revenue like Rivian. There's no chance that in the near term, Rivian's going to be making $100 billion a year. So, I don't see Rivian in the near term making $10 billion a year, near term. Long term, maybe, yes. But near term, no, I don't. I don't see that. But same thing with Fisker. But Fisker's not trading at 100 million or 100 billion. I don't know. I would say that they can probably get it up to... I think it would be risky to double this, but anything is possible. What have they done for 1 year? What was their... $28.50. Wow. Maybe like $25 price target. I'm not for sure about market cap, but looking at this, probably like a $25. Yeah, they could do that. I'm saying $24, $25 price target, and then it gets kind of risky after that. So whatever that market cap would be, half of add-on $7. So let's just, I don't know what the math is on that. Someone can do the math on that. Yeah, so I say probably closer to 8 billion, 9 billion for right now until they prove themselves. And then we'll look at Lordstown. Lordstown, which is, wow, they're up 10%. So Lordstown, I don't get. I think Lordstown basically stays afloat because of people wanting to screw shorts. They want to screw over people who are shorting Lordstown. But Lordstown just has had one scandal after another. They sold their production factory, like where they were going to be making their vehicles. I'm not for sure what they're doing now, if they're going to have any income. Yet they're trading at $130 million whenever you have Mulen, which also hasn't really proven itself yet, but they're only trading at $144 million, $350 million whenever you take all shares into account. Lordstown, I don't get it. Like, I just do not get it. Like, they were up here trading at $30 per share. The year range is 358 to 3157. Like, they have been in this range for a little bit, went up to 689 at one point, have kind of fallen down off of that. It's just like they haven't really had any decent news. Lordstown Motors delays Endurance EV pickup. Foxconn, this is what I was talking about. Foxconn bought out Lordstown Motors' old GM factory, so I don't know where Lordstown is even making vehicles now. General Motors has an investment in them for $75 million and has a seat on their board. So maybe that's where they'll make some revenue. I don't know, but let's look here. Net income, they only lost 95, but they don't have any revenue. No revenue. There's no revenue, with operating income going negative 88 million in a quarter. That's a quarter. That's in 3 months. That's how much that's just so much. They have 233 million on hand. Their market cap is 849 million. I don't know. I just don't. This is the riskiest one to me. Can they turn around and make something out of this? Yes. Could investors make a big gain on this? Sure. They could end up going back up to that 31.57. They could get a short squeeze and push this stock that doesn't really do anything fundamentally yet to extreme highs again, just because it's been shorted so much. The same thing could happen with Mulen, though. And Mulen, while they don't have anything out yet, is trading about the same price with a market cap of less than what Lordstown is, but potential is there. Mulen could make a ton of money, whereas Lordstown, I have my doubts that they could make the money, and Mulen already has something ready to get out, like within the next year, whereas Lordstown has a delay. So if I'm going to risk money and take a chance to make money and have, the risk reward, my risk reward is more on Mulen than what is on Lordstown. The only thing that makes me kind of be like Lordstown could do something great is the potential of a short squeeze, which I don't like putting into play. I think Lordstown is where it should be. that it actually should probably be lower than this. Jesus, that price means that they have, this doesn't tell me, but $849 million market cap means that they have 200 million shares available. Yikes. They have just like diluted this to the extreme. Well, not the extreme. There's a lot of companies that have 1 billion shares, but they're well-known companies that, you know, I don't know how they're keeping it up to 443 other than short squeeze potential, but that's just me. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing here. But yeah, so that is my breakdown of electric vehicle automakers right now, where I see things. Rivian, extremely overpriced. Canoe, good price, good potential, could potentially double to like 5 billion if they manage things right. Their recreational van here is just cute. I would own one. I don't know what the price is. I might not own one, but I think it's cute. I would drive it around. I think it's adorable. I love it. Okay. The Mulen, if you haven't had a chance, I don't see there. Why is there no, the Mulen 5? You should go look at Mulen 5. Go look up the Mulen 5. It's great. Go look at that DD report I did that's on Stock Voyager, stockvoyager.com/Mulen report. And they have their cargo van. It looks like a cargo van, but it's EV, which is great. If they get that release, they don't have any delays, then they start making some revenue. And to me, they are a better option than Lordstown right now, which is kind of like all over the place. But Lordstown may have some other vehicles that I don't know about that could be great that everyday people could use. Mulen at least will have something. So I definitely say that Mulen has a big chance to go up from here, but they may go down a little bit further before going up. The year range is $6 to $19.15. If you can get it under 6, get it under 6. If you don't want to take that chance, buy it, hold it for a year and see what happens. You know, if you are investing in you want to invest into an electric vehicle manufacturer company, this one's a good one, I think. There's no revenue yet, but there's potential. Is it undervalued? No, because there's no revenue. Is it undervalued compared to other EV makers who also have no revenue and have not released anything? Yes. So in comparison, yes. Fundamentally, no, it's not undervalued, but you're investing for the future, not for today, not for where this is at. So this is buying the ugly. Buy the ugly, sell when it's pretty, but keep an eye on it because there may be bad news or they may decide to do another offering, and you know, anything can happen with any stock, obviously, and that includes Mulen. So Fisker, good leadership. Price right now is decent. Potential to go a little bit higher. Year range is 961 to 3196. Could stand to go to like 25-ish. Looks kind of like it's on an upward trend. So keep an eye on it. Anything is possible here. Looks like recently it was at 2368 back in November. So keep an eye on it. There's potential. Again, they have someone that is in the automotive industry already, so considered a legend, I guess, with Fisker. So great consideration. Consider it. Less risky, in my opinion, than Mulen, and definitely less risky than Lordstown. Also making vehicles that everyday people can use instead of it just being a cargo van maker or whatever. So there's potential there. So that is my opinion on EV car makers, automakers right now. There's other EV stocks that like EV charging stocks and EV battery makers. So there's a lot of different companies that you could invest in and trade in and make money with. So a lot to consider. This is just some of the automakers. There's more automakers, but these are the ones that I've kind of had on my watch list and my opinions on each of them. All right, that's all I got, guys. Love you all, and I hope you're safe. Stay warm. It's kind of getting colder out here, at least. And yeah, that's all I got. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. What else do I have? Also visit stockvoyager.com/free to sign up. You should get Webull and you should have Robinhood, both platforms, because both are great for different things, different reasons. And also giving away cash through Cash App. Sign up for Cash App if you haven't yet. And then also on there you'll see a link for Lolly, which you can earn free Bitcoin with. You should do all of those things. Okay, that is all I have. I will see you all very soon. Love you. Bye.